Hello everyone. So it's April, and as any gardener knows, things are starting to get pretty busy. Trying to juggle it all with a full-time job can be a bit of a balancing act, to say the least. This weekend, I've even been attempting to get the decking painted in between all the gardening tasks. But that's all part of the fun, isn't it? Come on, let's have a wander around and see what's been happening in the garden. The main thing at this time of year is just finding the time to get everything done. You make a list, and it just seems to keep growing, but you just have to take it one step at a time, I suppose. Right, first up, the bed with our early potatoes that we put in all the way back in January. I was hoping to see some signs of life by now, but to be honest, I'm not holding out much hope for this particular experiment. However, I did plant one bucket of the same potatoes and started it off in the polytunnel. And look at this, 2 strong shoots on these ones. So perhaps the January bed was a bit too early. We live and learn, eh? We'll keep an eye on this bed just in case, but the polytunnel bucket is definitely more promising. Now over to bed number 2. We've got 2 types of peas growing here. First, an early variety called Onward, and alongside them, a second variety, Sugar Snap. They've put on some good growth and are just starting to climb up the arch I'm using as a trellis. We've got a way to go yet before they reach the top, but they're off to a good start. And in this bed, you might also spot our strawberry plants. These were actually transplanted last August and have started to show some lovely new growth. Bed number 3 is where we've got the autumn sown onion sets. These have been in since last autumn and they've really settled in, looking like they'll give us a decent crop. And here we have bed number 4 with the overwintered broad beans. Sadly, some of these didn't make it through the winter. We had a few casualties from the winter storms, and some were just a bit too weak. You can see there are still a fair few healthy plants though. Bed number 5 has our beetroot and celeriac. The beetroot was multi-sown in modules back in March and is looking really healthy. And nestled in alongside them, we have 5 celeriac plants. Growing celeriac was one of my New Year's gardening resolutions, so fingers crossed they do well. And finally, bed number 6 with the garlic planted last autumn, and the March module multi-sown turnips. The garlic is looking strong, and the turnips are just getting going. Right, let's pop into the polytunnel now and see what's happening in there. It's always a bit warmer inside.
What the hell is that?
Inside the polytunnel, we currently have 18 tomato plants planted out in the beds. I've got a mix of Roma plum tomatoes and some beefsteak varieties in there. In front of the tomatoes, I've also planted out around 5 or 6 sweet pepper plants. They're all still quite small at the moment, only a few inches tall, which is perfectly normal for early April. I do have more tomato plants as backups, including some cherry tomatoes that I sowed in March, just in case any of these don't make it. They're still on the heated germination bed for now. Now over to potato corner. We've got 20 buckets of main crop potatoes here. Just started them off, and they should be ready around the end of August. Hopefully we'll get a good harvest from these. And a quick peek at the chickens. They seem to be enjoying the extra space they've got. Always busy scratching around. It's quite satisfying seeing everything starting to grow. From the tiny seedlings to the more established plants. Makes all the effort worthwhile. So that's a quick look at what's been going on in the vegetable garden, the polytunnel, the potato corner, and with the chickens this early April. Definitely a busy time of year, trying to fit it all in. But it's good to see things progressing. Do let me know what you're up to in your garden in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this, please do give the video a like and consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.